Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I will be showcasing the Seraph with the Hornet weapons, which I'm not sure if you guys even know exist because pretty much no one ever uses them. However, if you do the math, two of these Hornets at level 8 will deal 160,000 damage at up 600 meters range with perfect accuracy, and some of it being DOT, so it will ignore any resistance. So these weapons are surprisingly good, and hopefully I'll be able to showcase that in this video. That being said, these weapons are not meta, and I would suggest using the decay weapons because they're just better in pretty much every scenario. However, the Hornet weapons, in my opinion, look cooler and are more fun to use. Plus, it's nice to change things up a little bit. So I'll jump into the gameplay. Okay, it looks like we've found ourselves in a game of domination on the map Factory. I'll be deploying my Skyrose first, since it is the fastest robot in my hangar, and hopefully I'll be able to capture the center beacon before the enemy team does with this friendly Skyrose here. Go me, in a clan with I think Russian characters, but I'm not sure. It looks like a harpy was firing, no, siren was firing at me. I'm gonna leave my friend to defend against that Orochi, and I'm gonna rush straight for their home beacon on the far side of the map. Beacon would presume A. The Skyrose is blocking my path, which is annoying. So it looks like I may have to fight this Orochi over here, which is a shame, but I can do it. Ah, looks like we've got a friendly shell on our side as well, which is always nice. And please die, enemy Skyrose. I can't break through its shield, which is annoying. And its sonic weapon is away from me. I'm going to face it, so I can heal me when I face it. Then I'm going to activate my ability, and if possible I'm going to deactivate my ability, and now everyone is suppressed with no. However, the Skyrose managed to kill me, so now I'm going to deploy Seraph, and hopefully I can showcase how well it performs. Okay, it looks like the enemies are making a slight advance on our far side beacon. I'm going to fire at this Skyrose here because my weapons have DOT, and that does evade their, well, resistance. However, I must say, these weapons have way too long of a reload to be viable in the meta, so decay is definitely a better option if you're just trying to have raw power. Okay, activating Shield Breaker to go through that Skyrose's shield, and activating my ability now. Hopefully we can take down the Skyrose with our team here. Okay, Skyrose has taken substantial damage, but equally our team is taking a few losses as well. I'm going to use my ability and hopefully fly over, and using Shield Breaker I have managed to kill that Skyrose, which has been hassling our team. Okay, and landing back in safety, which is always nice, and the 12-second reload really does kill the setup, unfortunately. Hopefully I can do a bit of damage to that Ao Ming if it isn't looking my direction. So, it's gonna have to wait a bit, it would seem. Ooh, we got a Wasp on a Typhon there. Pretty much, well, Wasp is the slightly weaker version of the Hornet, which is, well, it's nice to see someone using the Wasp. It's not a meta weapon, it's just something cool. Okay, gonna do a few shots into that Aoming. Did a fair bit of damage there. Now it looks like that C-star DL client member is attacking with the annoying meta Kefri, it would seem. However, like you said, these weapons bypass the resistance, and resistance is part of what makes the Kefri strong. And I'm going to trigger a landing and trigger an orbital heal, hopefully, which will help that Fenrir in front of me. And there's none of our team going to actually try and recapture any beacons, because we're just going to lose at this rate. So, even though I'm in a robot which is not suited for capturing beacons, looks like I'm going to have to try and capture this one over here. Okay, I have now managed to capture it, although I did sustain some heavy damage. Okay, the game is at less than 5 minutes left on the clock, which is not what you want to see if you're looking at our beacon progress. I'm gonna have to rush straight for their base beacon, it would seem. If the targeting system was somewhat competent, I'd actually be able to target the Typhon that was there. However, it died before I could. And who's... looks like someone's got a meta Cudgel Kefri. Because of course. And a Revenant. This is probably where I die. However, I can still probably get one ability use off, which should be nice. And, I'm gonna go for... I'll probably go for this Kefri. It's the priority target, to be honest. Oh well, I've managed to do a fair bit with that Seraph. I forgot its name for a second there. But now I'm going to deploy my 1.1 million health Luchador and hopefully support the team a lot more than it could. That looks like that Kefri is going for our beacon on this side. So they're shooting to the side of me. That Meromits did not see me coming. That's funny. Hopefully I get my reflector back in time. Also, sorry for the muffled audio if that has happened. I know which it can when I'm using, well, have my phone held in a certain position, because sometimes my hands cover the microphone, which I've noticed has been a bit of a problem for a while now, unfortunately. It's just I haven't picked up on it until recently. Now it looks like we've got a Falcon there. Hopefully the blast charge effect on these weapons can take place and bypass its resistance. Gonna support that Scorpion over there. I didn't quite manage to trigger the blast charge effect on the Falcon. Did that time though. Although unfortunately it does look like our beacon progress is a bit too poor for this, so that's unfortunately a loss, although I think the Seraph did somewhat decently. I think the Hornet is a very cool weapon, does a decent amount of damage, however, unfortunately it's not quite good enough to be meta, which is a shame, I do like it. However, yeah, that's just the way it is. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.